All right, welcome back, everyone, to Northern Arena Hearthstone Tournament. We're onwards to the last match of the quarterfinals.
Yep.
We've got Muckacho versus Mess. So we saw Muckacho play yesterday.
Yep.
He was playing a very standard, aggressive lineup. Shaman, Hunters, Warriors, Druids, the Power 4
Yep.
at this stage.
The four very strong decks in,
Right.
in the format, anyways. Today we're seeing an emergence of Hunter. So,
Not too surprised, but
don't know what's in Mess's lineup. We haven't gotten a chance to see him yet.
we saw the deck list yesterday, but as far as I'm aware, I think there's like one class that isn't from the Power 4 in the lineup. He's playing Shaman, Warrior, Druid.
Which one of these players defeated
Muckacho
Burgle
ended I think Muckacho did in the bottom bracket.
Okay, so I'm going to have to go against him.
Yeah, I think I'm rooting for Mess here because Muckacho just eliminated the coolest possible deck out of the pool. All of them.
Never fun.
Every single
Never
deck
fun.
that was cool got eliminated. Although I must admit,
It
Soundstorm.
was just one player who had all the cool decks.
I must say, Soundstorm's got a cool deck too. I can't argue for that. So
here's one of my favorite matchups in all of Hearthstone. Once again,
I think what it comes down to is I just like. So I love.
Dagger Shaman Mirror there's so much detail.
Right. There's a lot of
very, very complicated.
aggro mirrors in general, like the Zoo mirror, the Shaman mirror, the Hunter mirror are fun.
He kept Feral. I think all the mirrors are fun. He kept Feral Spirits off them all. So.
You mean
Interesting.
Mess chose to? Yeah,
Yep.
Mess chose to keep the Feral Spirit. I don't mind it if you're on the coin.
It's really
and
good when you drop Tunnel Trog and your opponent misses one drop.
I mean, the only awkward part is Tunnel Trog. Okay, so here's the deal. When you play Tunnel Trog or Squire turn 1 and they have Golem,
Yeah, you're uncomfortable.
you're very bad off.
So, couple removal tools and a Totem Golem. Oh, no. You
That
play
is
Totem
not-
Golem. You play Totem Golem.
Okay, wait. So here's the reasoning. I'm going to assume, okay? Like, follow me here.
Okay.
He assumes that there might be some kind of coin play. With
And if it's Tuskar,
if it
he
were-
can Horse Rider.
If there was, so wait, if there's a Totem Golem in that hand, it gets coined out. So there is none, right?
There's no Totem Golem.
So it's got to be a coin Tuskar or coin Feral Spirit. If it's Feral Spirit, Totem Golem Bolt kind of works out because you can
Ish.
kill one and there's no Flame
Yeah.
Tongue possibility
Yeah.
because the guy is overloaded on his following turn.
Playing
So then you
Totem
Totem your
Golem
hand.
on 2 is just...
Is good.
You nervously just love.
I mean, right now the turn ends up working out, but I think it's still okay.
His
if you're expecting
opponent
Feral
will have
Spirits.
access to the first 4 mana 7/7.
And he's gonna smash it down. He's just gonna smash it all the way.
You can't play Ferals, that's for sure.
So the only awkward part here is when the totem rolls a Stoneclaw. Now you feel pretty bad, but at least you've got the ability to, roll your own.
It does appear as Taunt Totem Go will appear to be Muckacho's strongest play next turn.
Yeah, I mean he's
So
overloaded
the strongest
for
play
two.
in his whole deck. If he got to choose what top deck he has, Taunt Totem would be it.
Yeah, give me nothing else.
Yeah, just give me a Taunt Totem. I don't need to draw a card this turn. Whoa! Well, this is not right.
Okay, wait. Okay, so what this does is it sets up for Horse Rider to get a coin trade on the Golem.
Yep.
And you're also able to then unoverload yourself, and you might be able to get away with another double drop on the follow-up. I think it comes down to him wanting to play 2 minions alongside with the Flame Wreathed Faceless at some point. That's the only reason, right? That's the only reason.
The 7/7 was so good.
Actually, this sets up okay against an opponent 7/7 because
Because of the Feral or the Flame Tongue.
and you've seen a Rock Biter and
That
you've seen a Bolt.
Definitely trades. Okay.
I think this is
my
actually
God.
very consistent with dealing with his board because now anything the opponent plays is just.
Well, this worked out. Maybe it was better than I thought it was.
I feel like there's a lot of mind gaming. I'm hoping there is because the way they've played so far, I feel like Muckacho was playing around exactly what Mess had or represented.
Well,
Double facing that Trog.
you definitely don't Doom Hammer kill a 7/7. That's how you
I'm
lose
not
the
an
game.
expert, but sounds like that would hurt.
All the plays here are bad for Mess. Nothing is like... Nothing's good. Like, Flame Tongue and Totem Golem
I
might
think
be his best
that's
play.
pretty sweet,
But you're
actually,
just-
because you do develop two totems
It's
for a
cool.
thing from
It's
below.
nice in the sense you deal with the 7/7. you do play 2 totems, which go against the reduction of things from below.
What if you just don't kill a 7/7? It's too risky, right? You often just get
Well,
hit in the face. Like, cause the thing is, the Feral Spirit
I
gets
guess
killed
it-
by Doomhammer or Horse Rider.
Yes, it makes sense, but
'Cause, like, the only punishes, like, 2 of them are gone. You've seen a Rock Biter. You've seen a Bolt.
I guess this is better than just donating a free Flame Tongue. Because sometimes this does work out. Just, like, not this time.
You ever just push 7 here? I think I just will.
Overkilling the Flame Tongue?
Yeah, it's hard to.
I
you
think
you get the value
your
every
opponent's at
time.
30. We're still in, like, the board control stage of this matchup.
Mm-hmm. Well, Thing from Below certainly works out if you want to play it.
What's
You
it
can
set up
always.
for?
What happens is that the 7/7 ends up taking a bit of damage.
Yep.
And then you can finish it off with 1 hit from Doomhammer. That's one possibility if you live. That's also another okay play. I mean, it's the same idea as you weaken the 7/7 and you set up a Doomhammer kill, but you want to make a trade now.
Definitely great, yeah. But the thing is,
Positioning
like,
of minions, by the way, could also have been problematic if Flame Tongue came over and the 2/2/1s were separated by the 7/7.
Did you bring some fish?
Oh God. Okay. Still very good Doomhammer
Yeah.
though. That Doomhammer is gonna feel sweet. It's just the 5/5 just hurts so much.
that was a good turn.
I mean,
Wait,
so
you actually
painful.
just kill his spell power here? Because
Storm just absolutely.
yeah, Storm was
trashes you.
what Mess needed here. I don't know if it's in the deck, but that's what he needed. He does have this like Doomhammer Rockbiter, and he can clear the big boys. But he takes 12 and then 6 more, and then there's Doomhammer. This is bad.
Honestly, I think the game came down to
Not
this this extra abusive did so much. Like playing the abusive just
Yep.
as a 2/1
Yep.
ended up giving him the trades he wanted. If that healing totem was if that spell damage was actually a healing totem, then the turn was very different.
oh.
But yeah, I mean at this point, Muckacho can just shove it, almost just completely ignore the board, and
I don't think you shove.
I mean you can make the trade for value. It's perfectly fine.
I
don't mind it at
I
all.
like this a lot
Because
It's
one of
just-
the weaknesses
this
of the deck is
this
exactly
completely
this.
locked deck. I thought.
So you're punished. Storm can still get your board, but you've already dealt so much, and you've got a Doomhammer on the back of it. You're probably okay. Yikes. Lava Burst, double Doomhammer. You're still dead. Oh man, he's overloaded. Can't even play the Doomhammer Rockbiter.
That awkward moment, your opponent has a taunt minion.
Sounds like cheat to
Use
me.
this spell power totem away and a lava burst away from lethal.
Yeah, don't swing, please. Don't die.
Taking 10 seems bad.
Well, these cards are at least not more burst coming from Muckacho, right? There's that. So
You're a very positive thinker, sir.
I'm just trying. You're dead whenever you swing at anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you're on 1 health, actually, if you pick up Storm, right?
Yeah, you can.
You're dead now.
So you go like lightning storm taunt totem. Oh. No, taunt totem doesn't work.
Yeah, Totem still kills you. Oh, no! Oh, the justice.
Always spell power.
And now you're dead. Honestly, if this Storm had come down a little bit earlier, I think Mess might have been able to lock this one up, but... So it's just the beginning. Like, the early sequences were plays around things that are just unlikely.
It got.
Yeah, it got really awkward, I think, for him.
Yeah. Well, the turn where Totem Golem was played, and then instead of playing a 7/7 into it, he played Feral Spirits.
Yeah.
It kind of worked out. But
For a little
then
bit.
by dealing with your opponent's 7/7, what ended up happening though is he pretty much had this exposed Flame Tongue.
Yep.
And kind of like similar to like the Hunter games we saw earlier, where the first Hunter with the high main on board, he dictates the attacks, and this is what happened with the first 7/7 on the board.
Yeah, you basically
And
get to race ahead, and you
Mess
can make
never
value
had the
trades.
time to play his, or he just played his late.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Muckacho, read into that a lot, because when Trog comes down from a coin player,
Yep.
you have to assume it's going to be Feral Spirit. So as bad as it might have felt to play that Rock Biter on 2, in this specific case, the
God.
read was flawless. The read was good.
Totem Golem, though. Mage
man.
is definitely very, very good against Stu.
Yeah.
Chooses Druid to get the Doomhammer synergy a bit later in the game.
I don't necessarily mind it, but it's less flexible to reach behind taunts because one of the things that Zoo does to Shaman is
There's
just
Doomhammer.
lock everything behind taunts. If you play an Argus and you need to ping a 5-1 Doom Guard,
I think the big thing is you don't want to be hero powering early in the game anyways. And so, like, Finley is a very, very late game oriented card. Because early game, no deck wants the hero power.
Get in there and fight.
So I know like, that little hero power over playing the Squire here is very nice. Plays perfectly around the Abuse Sergeant by picking up the kill there.
I think it's also very flexible to have like the open power, like
Yep.
the open hero power on 3, with that 1 drop.
Yep.
Because otherwise you force yourself into overload, and your turn 4 is always bad. So the big question is, if you Spirit now,
Oh, God,
you
he's-
can sometimes just get a Doomhammer on curve.
Yeah, this isn't gonna curve out nearly
Ah.
as nice.
Let's talk about this Argus for a second.
It's really good.
I think the Storm might have to come down. There's still a lot of flexibility for Mez,
Yeah.
though, with the Storm, Squire on
Mez
4.
is setting up a blowout storm.
All right,
Oh
there's not going
my.
to be an Argus.
This is a really big juggle.
Um,
Because it's the difference between Muckacho not trading, I believe.
and he's-
Wow, that discipline.
That is some serious Zoo discipline.
Yeah.
Very well done, because that Storm would have decimated him.
Yep.
Absolutely. Okay, you know what? I think what happened is there was one keep from Mess. On the far left, wasn't played on 1,
It
2,
wasn't
3,
Totem
4.
Golem.
What is it? So it's got to be some kind of AoE.
Yep.
Very good read from Muckacho if you read into it, because that's a play. I think a lot of people in the Zoo position just say, I'm going to go aggro, see if he has it, and then just play from there.
I don't know about this. It likes not to play the Rock Fighter. I guess like one of the big arguments is I'm playing Lightning Storm next turn,
Yeah.
and Knife Juggler dies to Lightning Storm.
Yeah, I think it's forcing awkward storms is the idea, but with Malchazar's Imp, things can go really wrong really quick
Actually, no synergy
occasionally.
in the hand, so.
Not a lot of it right now. That's a really
Wow.
good hit.
Yep.
50% to kill one of the wolves with the Imp, but now the Storm is tasty. Oh,
Oh.
God.
This Zoo's life total is gonna drop very, very fast.
Mostly
However,
because he might start tapping soonish.
do you
and-
actually think Storm here?
So you mean just use your hero power and try to like milk the value
You
out of the
are
game?
only going. You're going to. Oh, high roll's pretty good. The bubble. He's going to 4 mana next turn, meaning can't play the Doomhammer.
Yeah, you have no turn if you're Mess.
Yep.
So
Doomguard's a very important pickup here.
mostly because the coin is right there for the follow-up.
Yeah, and the life total starts dropping.
I'm not an expert, but that's 25 versus 16 burst in hand. Okay.
That is a very good pickup.
Okay, so you see one Argus, you've seen one Voidwalker. You're still in the position of being scared.
I think you're
What
killing
comes
that
out?
Flame Imp.
Yeah. I think the trade into the Flame Imp is still one that you must pick up. I wouldn't
also-
even hate him just pushing, but
I don't think you kill both minions. I
mean,
There's no way you go face, is there?
you've got 16. The hero power actually makes this not 16,
Flame Imps
but
and taps, he's
18.
dead. He can't hero power and double rock fighter next turn though.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 2-turn thing, but it's just the idea is you just don't get locked out of the game by anything but Voidwalker and Argus, and the Warlock is drawn so little that this might just be enough. Come on, man. Gold Chariot
Voidwalker
Footman.
is gonna be a bummer.
Yeah, it's neither of those. It's actually more bursts.
Maybe it's
It's a race race to the face.
okay. So
Reasonable enough. Okay.
is he gonna tap?
I think with the Doomguard in hand, you probably just. I mean, you probably just slam it, right? Like the odds of you.
Oh, he pitched the 2 good cards. Not killing the Abuse Surgeon. So
Based on the info he's got, it's a correct play, I think.
yep.
So I don't hate it. Let's push it, baby.
I don't know. I guess you Flame Tongue Totem. Because it's like 3 health, and it pushes like the same amount of damage.
I mean, you can kill the 2/2/2s and play Flame Tongue, push 4, and still set up like a near lethal. And the Doom Guard is
Ooh.
scaring
So
you.
you put him to 19,
Yeah.
and then you have what?
he taps, you kill him with a hero
3, 6, 9.
power.
You have 18? Yeah, it's fine.
Oh man, that's it. All right, we're going in.
No cutesy plays. Here's
Muckacho's like, I'm tapping into that Voidwalker right now, and that's not even good.
Voidwalker save me.
I don't even fault. That's the
Flame
worst
Imp is
draw.
not what you want to be hitting at this point.
Pick up Argus, man.
Is
Do
he
it.
not going to tap?
You know what? You might be okay not pinning your opponent on that kill, because if he's got just the Doom Hammer for 6 and say, Lava Burst, he still doesn't have you dead.
I think he tapped.
He ignored your board and he's Shaman.
The other thing is, like, look at the state of your board.
Muckacho's so tilted.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
come on, man,
18.
really? Muckacho just can't believe it. Yeah, the tap seems... Actually, we played a game like that yesterday, just on ladder, I think you and I, and we had a similar situation where do we tap? The issue was we were going to win anyway. In this case, though, there was no winning coming from the Warlock.
So the way I'm
immediately.
looking at it is there was 6 power in play. Your opponent
Right.
was at about 20.
Yeah.
You had a 3-turn clock. You need to tap and put a bit more power in play. Even playing that Flame Imp is probably correct.
Because you're forcing him to have the extra removal instead of just, double Tuskar or
You
4/7/7.
need to try to kill him.
Yeah.
It's definitely a race, and you're not winning the race at that rate.
Well, it's going to be a replay of the Discard Zoo. I'm still... I mean, the Argus is just a... I mean, the brand that is just a good card in Zoo. I'm just not
Yeah.
sure if, like, in the Discard Zoo,
It kind of got rotated out.
Yeah.
But Brand's very, very powerful.
Abusive trades. You've got defensive Argus curve plays. That Hunter hand against Zoo, though.
It's pretty good. Voidwalker is the nut card against Hunter, though.
Yeah, Fiery Bat makes you dislike it quite a bit. But
Huge Toad would have been a welcome pickup, but didn't get there. This might be a coin quick shot, or it could just be an Argent Squire pass. I think Argent Squire pass is a bit superior. It should open up some more flexibility here with the Direwolf, the Void Horse Rider play.
we don't know exactly what's going to be coming out of the Zoo in that spot, so yeah, I agree with you. That's a great...
More Voidwalkers.
Okay, interesting.
Ooh.
Let's pop that shield and
Double
up.
1-drop seems pretty good.
they both contest the 2/2 on the board right
Exactly.
now, which unless your opponent picked up Immortal Coil...
If you Horse Rider, you end up a bit behind.
When you contest just as much, you just coin for like nothing much.
He might have been considering coin quick shot as well, but a 2-1 is the same thing as quick shot does in this situation.
That is a very good juggler. Do you not
Is it
open
though?
up?
Is it?
Do you not open up with... Don't you go juggler?
That was a very good juggler.
Yeah, he was very solid. Oh, it's a Phase Hunter.
Yeah, this is
If there's an explosive trap, this
Explosive
game
Trap's
could be nuts.
very, very good for sure.
Does
Is this
Muckacho
a-
know that?
It's just a Wolf Rider, your 1-drop type of play here. Well, so far, he doesn't have much information. Besides, like, the Argent Squire.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like...
I think
yeah.
Wolf Ride. So here's the deal: if you Wolf Ride this time around, you still maintain
mana
quick
efficient.
shot.
It's mana efficient, which is
So he
what I
has
like.
to play Direwolf to prevent
Oh,
the
no.
juggle, which just gets punished by Argus every time. I mean, there is an Argus in this case, but it's the really scary time to play it because now you have no way to kill the one
You're
extra
not
health.
playing Argus here, you're playing Forbidden Ritual.
Sure, let's just roll some dice. It works out most of the
Oh,
time.
he's going to go Peddler 1-drop. This is a 50% chance of actually killing the dog. Unless you Soulfire.
More like 100. He's thinking, do I discard first? Do I want this villager over Argus? I don't think I want to discard my Argus.
The Argus is the best card in your hand.
I agree. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, gone it is. And now he's left with the one card that he didn't want to lose ever.
But it's actually not that bad. Like, he shied away from this ritual because he's scared of Unleashed Hounds.
Yeah, can I...
Which is just not a card in the hand.
Not right now, but often enough. I think like Face Hunter runs 2 of those. It's one of the few decks that just automatically smashes 2.
Yep.
Hybrid sometimes cuts down to 1. Mid range also finds, you know, 1.
Sometimes goes down to 0 depending on what you're targeting with your deck.
Absolutely. So it's one of those cases where that's the one type of hunter that always has 2 copies
Yeah,
of
there's
it.
going to be 2 of them for sure.
So,
But that you fight 4 1/1s into that, you kill his direwolf.
and you just
it
always.
was
yeah.
really good.
And that's a good Doom Guard right there.
We're going to play that over Argus anyways.
Yep, even if we had the Argus in hand, we're just pushing. And you want to race to the face, mate? I'm ready to go.
Well,
Okay, I'm not overly optimistic for the Hunter player. So
yeah,
there's a
Doom
good.
Guard was a really good draw.
Yeah, you can go Horse Rider, Direwolf, try to pick up a value trade.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
Yeah, I mean you can
That-
try that. You
Value-
can try that.
Value trade to the face,
Yeah.
26 go.
Maybe Muckacho's like, this is threatening and I need to make awkward trades. Otherwise, I'm slamming down everything.
Oh!
We've got this board on lockdown.
Ow.
That's a Doom Guard. Unfortunately, not the trap.
That
You-
could have been good at several points during this game.
Just not now.
Just not now. It really doesn't do anything.
Honestly, if the Argus hadn't been played, you could probably just
Yep.
push in and kill that Doom Guard with the trap.
I think he's leaning towards the bottom right.
Not yet. Don't lose faith. Double explosive trap.
This doesn't do anything.
It does. There's another explosive.
All right, maybe you can rip a leash and it can magically do something.
The juggle's not something you see played before the explosive's triggered.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What about we trade that 2-3 there? That 2-2 that is.
That would
Do it.
do it. Maybe he's thinking about freezing trap. But he's like, I kind of want to play Argus again.
Or Doom Guard to swing twice.
He gets frozen. He only gets like one ducks.
Oh, the dream. Let's just rediscard.
Yeah.
All right. So the
Some more
only
explosive
way that the Muckacho could actually choose never to attack into another explosive trap again in his life and just juggle win.
Eventually, he draws 3 minions. Yeah.
That is going to be it. And the concede button is going to be hit for Mess, which will have to re-queue this into probably a worse matchup. I mean, this is probably one
At
of the...
at a time, that matchup was like unlosable for Hunter.
Yeah.
But cards like Imp Gang Boss and Councilman make that matchup a lot better. The Face Hunter's not good at killing big minions. They're not good at dealing with Voidwalker. And what we saw this game was a combination of Voidwalkers, Defender of Argus, and Doomguard.
Yeah.
All
and
the,
juggle
all the
pings.
cards that Face Hunter sucks at dealing with.
I mean, I
Face
think
Hunter's very good
Hybrid's
at
just
dealing
better.
with your Flame Imp, Peddler, Direwolf things. But that's just not what came out of the Zeus opening.
Yeah, I feel like Hybrid Hunter is like that's the reason why Hybrid Hunter is just preferred because it has a better matchup across a very wide range of just classes and archetypes. Whereas this is more of an all-in deck when you play the Face Hunter. He's gonna have to win with it anyway at some point.
Gosh, this curve is very nice again.
It's very nice, but it's also the kind of curve that gets defused by Flame Wakers. So it
this-
depends on how you want to play this.
This is close.
I like this play. I think.
It depends what your opponent's hand is. If there's a bow, a quick shot, the developed play really sucks. If there's a development play from the Hunter, this play is worse.
Yeah, that's a very top-heavy hand for the Mage player, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's likely one of the worst. Like, these 3 cards you see on the left are probably 3 worst ones you want. Firelands Portal is pretty bad, but it's just right now you're looking for anything else.
Yogg Saron's a bad card?
I guess it wins the game when you've literally drawn nothing but Rag.
I think he's going to flip on the missiles because that's how bad his hand is.
Yeah. 50-50 is good enough to take in a spot like this, and he takes it and wins it. Muckacho,
Good play.
again, never happy.
This might not be... Oh, this might just not be coin 4 and a 4.
That's
that
gonna
might
be
have
coin
been
4
a-
and a 6.
Tonight,
Yeah.
He gives you a high main every time.
glorious redemption.
And he's smiling.
I'm out. What?
Muckacho rages one turn, smiles the other.
Oh, yeah, that's an appropriate emote.
Hello there.
Yeah, it looks like we're going...
Fireball to 3-4 seems like the best play.
yeah, I agree with you. Popping that high main is not something you want to be doing, mate.
Let's talk about this Yoxeron card in their hand.
Yeah, let's talk about our
This
Lord
is-
and
this
Savior,
is how we get back
Yoxeron.
into it.
All right, this might just be a Yogg game where you just try to get Kabbalah's Tome, try to control
You
the
have to
board.
get there, I think.
Yeah.
That high main, that 1/1 is just such a pain. And if you develop, he gets to make 2/2s.
Do not let him pop this high
Exactly.
main.
Not yet. Not yet, anyways.
I'd say something else if you had a Flame Waker, 2 missiles, and an Arcane Blast. You know, something
That
along
is
those
not
lines,
the-
but it's not there. So just don't try to make him value trade the 3/4. Just, you're never fireballing face this game. It's not happening.
Yep.
We're going all in on the removal, and we're going to
Yeah.
play the control game.
He figured it out.
I'm happy he did, because that would have been a very costly play. And Huffer showing
Up
up
and
for the
butt,
party.
baby. And
Always Huffer.
yeah, mess with a little grin. He's just like,
But you know what?
this
Like
is not going his
Huffer
way.
dies to Arcane Blast, so let's not complain too much. If that gets picked up, Misha would have been probably a lot worse. So, like, if Misha was there, like, how do you?
I think you have to play Tome and try to play a bunch of spells with your sorceress the next turn.
That might actually be correct. I mean, even if you pick up Cone of Cold, you've stalled quite a bit.
Oh, the 1/1 high main thing, you know?
Always Huffer.
Huff and buff.
don't just hero power. Push the damage. You what, mate? You what?
You know, if you roll Misha there or something, I understand trading, but the second Huffer.
Second Huffer?
The second Huffer.
I mean, I hope you give this mage zero chance to come back after this,
Well,
because.
There needs to be an Arcane Blast in that magic box.
And there it is. It's got to be there. He's thinking about playing 3 minions, which actually might, if he picks up the Kabbalah's Dome of Doom and just wins with it, like if everything is 1 mana, and you know that's the type of
Place
Kabbalah's
2
Dome.
minions.
Oh, okay,
Interesting.
let's see how this works out. So there's 6 damage, 7, 8 on board, 10. Oh yeah, that's a lot of damage. You're looking at an extra
8.
3, so he's actually dead
10,
with 2
12.
turns of hero powers. He's never getting to Yogg. He's just never getting there. Value trades.
Just gotta believe a bit, man. Just gotta believe.
Okay, wait. There's no way to stall on a Kabbalah's Dome now. The Nova is not a thing.
There's a flame strike off the top. No.
And there's a dome into. He had missiles.
Magic missiles.
He had the missiles earlier.
I think we have to revisit this game and like.
Played Tome earlier instead of
Obviously,
Drake.
this is just like rubbish what he rolled. But had he Kabbalist tuned on 5, he might have been able with like the right
spells.
3 cards, maybe make some kind of a comeback with double Sorcerer's Apprentice on
Yeah,
6.
I agree with you. I think
That
like
was
cheap spells,
rough, though.
Frost bolts
That was a curve into double Huffer.
into Barnes High Main. I mean, everything just
everything
perfectly
aligned for the Hunter, and
So why play Infested Wolf when you can just play Barnes?
strictly that, right?
Yeah, you always get Infested Wolf or High Main. So it turns out
We did see quite a few Hymens today and yesterday from Barnes.
I think Barnes brought out of all the cards we saw, one was a Kindly Grandmother, we had a Horse Rider, an Ardent Squire, and then everything else was High Main.
Yeah.
So we've had nothing but high rolls.
if you identify
Almost.
all of those cards, those are actually all pretty good rolls of cards.
Even the average ones.
This is why like all the Hunter decks we've been seeing are running Barnes.
And this is actually why you have an incentive to play the hybrid list instead of
Yep.
just a pure aggro, because you have the option of running the High
Yep.
Mains, the Wolves, and suddenly
The
your
wor-
Barnes
I think
looks
the
good.
worst you do in that deck is like huge Toad and you get a 1/1 Death Rattle deal 1. It's
I
not
mean,
bad.
I'm not even sure if that's worse than Squire. You know, it's like
It's close to Squire,
hard-
yeah,
it's
yeah.
very, very close. So
It's not bad.
very solid deck. Muckacho ended up going to the semifinals in the last match of the quarters. Here we're done with the quarterfinal stage. So we'll have Silent Storm versus Impact in the first match of the semis, as well as HCO15 versus Muckacho for the other match. Silent Storm and Impact, we've seen the decks, and they're pretty interesting from Silent Storm. I'm kind of rooting for him overall. I just want to see those decks make it through. And HCO15 playing some solid Hearthstone. Muckacho, I mean, it's hard to argue with those results. The Hunter deck, the deck they was playing.
Yeah, I don't want to
Power decks.
I don't choose whatever Hunter deck or choose whatever deck you want against that Hunter opening. you're gonna struggle.
Yeah, he's
That's,
brought a
that's
really
real
solid
tough to beat.
The lineup's just the standard power lineup, and it just does well against
Yep.
everyone. So that being said, guys, we'll be taking a short break before coming back for the semifinals of the Hearthstone tournament in Northern Arena. Stay tuned for more Hearthstone action.